I was up until 3 in the morning making these quiche. Like, I've been working on the railroad all the day. God damn, it's a new day. So today we're gonna make a perfect breakfast dish, and that is a quiche. We're going to make a chicken and broccoli quiche. We're gonna get fancy today. Okay, what you're gonna need is you're gonna start with a 9-inch pie crust, some chopped broccoli, some chopped white onion, 1 clove of garlic, a half of chicken breast, okay? You can use salt and pepper, or for me, I'm not gonna use salt. I'm gonna use some Lowry's to give it some of that Juneteenth flavor. You're gonna use 3 eggs, some Swiss cheese, some Parmesan cheese, and you're gonna need 2 cups of half and half. Just a sprinkle of nutmeg. This is the flavor that you're gonna taste when you eat the quiche, and you go, what the hell? It's so tasty. It's this nutmeg. Okay. So the one thing that could be tricky is the ratio of half and half to eggs. And I'm gonna say that there's levels to this stuff, and I'll tell you later why I'm not cursing. If you're not a super lover of eggs, then what your ratio will be is 2.5 eggs to 2 cups of half and half, okay? If you're a super lover of eggs and you wanna dress up as an egg for Halloween, you're going to put 4 eggs to 2 cups of half and half. But if you're like me and you're in the middle, you're gonna use 3 eggs to 2 cups of half and half. I'm gonna add 2 cups of half and half to a large bowl so that I can easily mix. You're gonna crack 3 eggs. You're going to add just a sprinkle of nutmeg. Again, when people come over and they taste this, you don't tell them what's in it. Okay? Just a sprinkle of some Lowry's. Just a little flick of the wrist. Oh, and you get a little fancy with a few crackles of black pepper. Just a sprinkle of garlic powder. Just a little bit. Remember what I said. Don't add a lot. If you want to have friends, you will not add a lot of your garlic powder. Okay, and then you can just mix everything. And just carefully incorporate your eggs and your half and half and all your seasonings into one homogeneous mixture. Okay. And you may ask earlier, well, why are you not cursing? I'm not cursing because also I have students, and if they find these videos, I don't want them to say, Mister, you cursing, mister? You cursing, mister? I'm gonna tell my mom, mister. Okay. So you're gonna heat your pan to a medium heat, and you're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to your pan. Okay, you're going to get that oil completely even throughout the pan. Okay. Then you're going to saute your onions and your garlic. Kabam! Once it gets translucent, you can throw in your broccoli. Skaboom! Coming to the you're gonna cook your broccoli for about 2 minutes, and then you're gonna throw in your chicken. And now I'm gonna throw in the chicken. Kabooey! I'm gonna add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Again, if you don't want to use seasoned salt, you want to use salt, same thing. Use 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt or 1/8 of a teaspoon of seasoned salt. But again, I want to give it that Juneteenth Jubilee flavor right there. So make sure that you preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and you are going to take your pie crust and you are going to take a fork and you're going to poke holes in it, okay, to prevent any air bubbles when it's baking. So you want to make sure that you poke holes all throughout your pie crust, okay? This is where you can get any stress out. What you said about my mama? Any stress? I don't want to work 9 to 5 today. Any stress that you got, you going to get it out on this pie crust. Okay? I said I didn't want extra cheese on my Philly cheesesteak. Again, after you poke the holes in, you want to put it into your oven at 400 degrees for 8 minutes or until golden brown. What we're doing right now is we want to make sure that all the chicken breast is white all the way through. Okay? So, the story behind this quiche is I grew up eating these quiche. My sister cooked this quiche. She's a great, great cook. And one day I wanted to make this quiche for my job. And I didn't call my sister until about 10 o'clock at night. Me and her was up until 3 in the morning on the phone cooking this quiche, okay? So I'm on the phone with her and I'm cooking this quiche. She's telling me, but I'm tired. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm sitting here like this. I've been working on the railroad all the day. Okay. So I just pulled the pie crust out of the oven, okay, and it's a nice golden brown color. You're going to reduce your heat on your oven to 350 degrees, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to add a nice layer of Parmesan cheese, bam, on the bottom of your crust, okay? Then you're going to just slice your Swiss cheese into about 1/4 inch slices so that when you place your cheese on the bottom of your crust, you can evenly distribute it. Okay. You'll need about 4 to 5 slices of Swiss cheese per pie crust. Then you're going to take your chicken and broccoli mixture and you're going to put it inside of your pie crust. Okay, you can fill it up with some mixture. Just a nice single layer of that mixture. Okay, then comes the final part. Okay, again, we added 2 cups of half and half and 3 eggs. You're not going to add the whole entire mixture to the pie crust, okay? This might be about 2 pie crusts. You want to pour it in until it reaches about 1/8 to the top of the pie crust, okay? Because you don't want, when it bakes, you don't want it to overflow. You're gonna put it in the oven. Again, the degree is at 350. You're gonna put it in the oven for 35 minutes. Again, my sister, she is 19 years older than me. So she helped raise me along with my mother and my grandmother. So I was raised by 3 beautiful women, all right? and it was great growing up with them. However, if you got in trouble, you didn't get one beat down, you got 3 beat downs. And now you're in your bedroom like, tell me why it was nothing but a mistake. So I pulled it out the oven about, again, 35 to 40 minutes on 350, okay? And you can get this nice golden brown. Don't go any higher. The way you make sure that it's done is you just poke a hole with a knife in the center of the pie, and when you pull it out and it's clear and you touch it and it's nice and warm, you know that it's done. If you poke a hole in it and it's still runny, okay, you need to put it in, pop it in for about another 5 minutes. And you're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes, let it get cool, and then we'll slice it and we will get the moment of truth. It's a beautiful day in the Bronx, a beautiful day in the Bronx. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Okay, moment of truth. Let's try this bad boy. Oh my.